Inquisitor.
Inquisitor.
Inquisitor. Inquisitor. Hold and declare, Inquisitor.
What do you mean?
I ask your intent. I am your commander in this matter. Commander Helene.
No one commands me. I'm the Inquisitor.
Then you will learn nothing. Recruit. I teach the skills of the Knight Enchanter. It is a rank. You already know this. You were not made Inquisitor and then taught to lead. I will teach you how to rise to your place. How to join your warriors. How to command the ranks while standing beside them. Are you ready?
Commander is a title I associate with human forces.
Knight Enchanter has roots in Elven tradition. There are no borders for the mage who wields a spectral blade. There is
Who granted your rank? What forces have you served with?
I cannot say.
Then how do I know you're...
You know because I have told you. And I will teach you the same authority.
Tell me why this would best suit me.
I cannot. Only you know if you are fit to... Do you have the mettle to raise a blade in grand... This is a path for leaders. You tell me if you are worthy.
I'm ready to learn what you know.
Then we will begin the simple steps, recruit. And we shall see what heights you reach. You have a task, a simple construction. Soon you will lead from the front.
And do not falter.
Blessed are the peacekeepers, the champion. Of the just.
Blessed
What happened here?
And where is the merchant we intended to meet?
That must have been Licinius.
I see Calpurnius sent Venatori to deal with him.
Let's look around. Shattered crystal. Let's find the pieces. Here's another one. The crystal's whole again, but hold on.
Lady Calpurnia, I had no intention.
I warned you of consequences should the slaves you bring me suffer in your care. Venatori, show him my displeasure.
Then the Maker said, to you my second...
You're rather insolent for a servant, aren't you?
You're a mage, not my told you. I've no reason. Told you they'd be back.
Well, they're not back.
They will be. He ought to have a good name, kids.
My creator, judge me home. Find me well within your grip. Touch me with fire. Tell me I have...
Do you know where this noble wanted to meet us?
I do. The Comte Boisvert invited us to his... I pray he clears up the deaths of my messengers, as promised.
Lead the way.
Welcome, my friend.
Thank you for seeing us, Comte Boisvert.
The honor is mine. Please, sit. It's an honor to assist two such distinguished guests.
I hope helping us doesn't endanger you.
Hardly. Even a brush with someone as well known as yourself can become a great asset in Val Royeaux. Giving you the identity of those who murdered Lady Montile's messengers seemed the least I could do. Have you heard of the House of Repose?
The Assassin's League?
My contacts obtained a copy of a document in the archives. Contract for a life.
The House of Repose is hereby sworn to eliminate anyone attempting to overturn the Montilier's trading exile in Orlais.
Who's sending these assassins?
The contract was signed by a noble family. The Du Paraquets.
But the Du Paraquets died out as a noble line over 60 years ago.
Indeed. But the contract was signed 109 years ago.
How can a family try to kill you after they died out?
The Du Paraquets were our rivals. They drove the Montilier. This contract was drawn up over 100 years ago, but it wasn't...
Unpleasant though it may be, the House of Repose is merely fulfilling its contractual duties.
I assume you have a thought or two on this, Josephine.
The Du Paraquets still have descendants under the common branch. If we elevate them to nobility, a Du Paraquet could annul the contract on my life.
That will take time, Lady Montilier. Time during which the House of
Will they now? You are exceedingly well informed. You're not to have said you'd heard rumors, at best.
A bit of subterfuge. This contract on your life is an ugly business. One the House of Repose deeply regrets. But this is Orlais. Even an assassin's word is his bond.
Does Comte Boisvert actually exist?
Absolutely. The Comte's offer to reveal the killers of Lady Montile's messengers was genuine. So was his information somehow. An end to be tied up later.
I thought you were remarkably well informed about a secret assassin's guild.
We are hardly secret, my dear Inquisitor, just normally much more reclusive. The contract on Lady Montile's life is so unusual, we felt the courtesy of an explanation was in order.
It is appreciated, monsieur.
Your idea to seek out the Du Paraquet to revoke our orders is an interesting one. I wish you luck. I did not come to shed blood today, Inquisitor. Only to speak. Might I pass?
Go, then.
Good day, Your Worship. My lady, I pray we never meet again.
Well, I didn't think our meeting would end like this.
We'll deal with these assassins.
I have some thoughts. Let's discuss them back at Skyhold. I'll feel safer with the castle's wall.
Inquisitor, welcome to the Western... We've sighted Warden activity to the southwest, but no one's been close enough to figure out what they're doing. Between the sandstorms and the vicious wildlife, one of my men got too close to a poison hot spring and gave me a slightly... In short, this might just be the worst place in the entire world. Be careful out there.
Well, it's good to know what I'm in for.
We intercepted a Venatori messenger and, persuaded him to give up this entire place.
Of you, sir.
chantry symbol out here. Odd.
We're fighting her, right? Tell me we're fighting her, boss.
What is it?
This could help us.
I'm glad you made it, Inquisitor. I fear they've already started the ritual.
Blood magic, I'd wager. You can smell it. Or see the corpses. You take point. I'll guard your backs.
Wait! No.
Warden Commander Clarel's orders were clear.
This is wrong!
Remember your oath. In war, victory. In peace, vigilance. In death,
I'm sorry.
sacrifice. Good. Now bind it just as I showed you. Inquisitor, what an unexpected pleasure. Lord Livius Erimond of Virantium, at your service.
You are no warden.
But you are. The one and you found the Inquisitor and came to stop me. Shall we see how that goes?
Looks like you've already done some of my work for me.
What, him? We simply needed his blood. Oh, were you hoping to garner sympathy? Wardens, hands up! Hands down!
Corypheus has taken their minds.
They did this to themselves. You see, the calling had the Wardens terrified. They looked everywhere.
Even to Vinter.
Yes, and since it was my master who put the calling into their little heads, we in the Venatori were prepared. I went to Clarel full of sympathy, and together we came up with a plan. Raise a demon army, march into the deep roads, and kill the old gods before they wake.
Ah, I was wondering when the demon army would show up.
You knew about it, did you? Well then... Sadly for the Wardens, the binding ritual I taught their mages has a side effect. This was a test. Once the rest of the Wardens complete the ritual, the army will conquer Thedas.
Do you really want to see the world fall to the Blight? What do you...
The Elder One commands the Blight. He is not commanded by it. The Blight is not unstoppable or uncontrollable.
He's a tool.
As for me, while the Elder One rules from the Golden City, we, the Venatori, will be his god-kings here in the world.
Why would the Wardens try to kill the old gods?
A blight happens when Darkspawn find an old god. If someone fought through the deep roads and killed the old gods before they could be corrupted... Woof! No more blights, ever.
That's madness. For all we know, killing the old gods could make things even worse.
Well then, it's a good thing I'm taking this demon army off their hands.
Why would Clarel risk using demon?
Demons need no food, no rest, no healing. Once bound, they are the perfect army to fight through the deep roads. Or across Orlais. Now they are bound to my mark.
So Corypheus influenced the Wardens and made them do this ritual?
Made them? No. Everything you see here, the Wardens did it of their own free will. You should have seen Clarel agonize over the decision. Burdens of command, I suppose.
You think you can stand against me with just demons and a Fade Rift? Did Corypheus not mention what I did to the Breach?
He did. He also noted what he did. The Elder One showed me how to deal with you. That mark you bear, the anchor that lets you pass safely through the veil, you stole that from my master. He's been forced to seek other ways to access the Fade. When I bring him your help, his gratitude will be...
So, that went well.
You were correct. Through their ritual, the mages are slaves to Corypheus.
The Warden warriors? Oh, of course. It's not real blood magic until someone gets sacrificed.
The mages killed their fellow wardens. Nothing can justify that.
I don't care about justification. It's past time to take arms against the Warden. All blood mages do. Everyone has a story they tell themselves to justify bad decisions. In the end, you are always alone with your actions.
I believe I know where the Wardens are, Your Worship. Erimund fled in that direction. There's an abandoned Warden fortress that way. Adamant.
I guess they didn't want to summon a demon army out in public.
The Warden and I will scout out Adamant and confirm that the other Wardens are there.
Shall we knock?
Gladly.
We serve, Inquisitor, in life and in death! Inquisitor! I am ready to serve! Light is nothing! We will reign! I join your glory.
It's a good fort. Might keep the Vince from catching us with our pants down.
Inquisitor, you're early. We've barely been set up a week. I have a patrol out at the moment. Some of the men cited dark... I have reports that bandits have taken up squat. We're reasonably well entrenched here, but I'll prepare the troops for inspection at once.
What's wrong with the water supply?
The fort's well is full of garbage. There's an oasis nearby, but a Vargas. 4 soldiers have already fallen to venom and claws. We'll need reinforcements to drive them.
Report, Captain. What's this?
Business as usual, Inquisitor. Sandstorms, deadly wind. If anything noteworthy happens, you'll know.
Carry on. We should be prepared. A cornered beast is likely to strike back.
Someone left sliced plums on the windowsill again. The juice.
I understand if resources cannot be spared. Still, it could involve a threat we are unaware of. Enough.
Come on, Krim. I'm working my ass off trying to get you to see that move.
You still got plenty of arse left, Chief. Your worship.
Glad you came by. I got a letter from my contacts in the Ben Hasrath. Already verified it with Red.
What did the letter say?
The Ben Hasrath have been reading my reports. They don't like Corypheus or his Venatori. And they really don't like Red Lyrium. They're ready to work with us. With you, boss. The Qunari and the Inquisition, joining forces.
That could be a powerful alliance.
My people have never made a full-blown alliance with a foreign power before. This would be a big step. They found a massive Red Lyrium shipping operation out on the coast.
They wanted us to hit it together. Always wanted to see one of those big war...
Did you see that? Go get some water. They're worried about tipping the smugglers, so no army. My charges, you, maybe some backup.
I think the Inquisition could use some help from the Qunari.
Good. I'll pass on word to Cullen and Red. All right. Our Qunari contact should be here to meet us.
He is. Good to see you again, Hisrad.
Gat! Last I heard, you were still in Saharan.
They finally decided I'd calmed down enough to go back into the world.
Boss, this is Gat. We worked together in Saharan.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Inquisitor. Hisrad's reports say you're doing good work.
Iron Bull's name is Hisrad.
Under the Qun, we use titles, not names.
My title was Hisrad, because I was assigned to secret work. You can translate it as Keeper of Illusions, or...
Liar. It means liar.
Well, you don't have to say it like that.
It's so nice to hear friends say good things about me in their secret spy reports.
He does. But they aren't really secret, are they?
Look, Gat.
Relax. Unlike our superiors, I know how it works out here. We're in this together. The Tevinter Imperium is bad enough without the influence of this Venatori cult. If this new form of lyrium helps them seize power in Tevinter, the war with Kunendar could get worse.
With this stuff, the Vince could make their slaves into an army of magical freaks. We could lose Saharan and see a giant Tevinter army come marching back down here.
The Ben Hasrath agree. That's why we're here. Our dreadnought is safely out of view and out of range of any Venatori. We'll need to eliminate the Venatori, then signal the dreadnought so it can come in and take out the smuggler ship.
What do you think, Bull?
Don't know. I've never liked cover. If our scouts underestimate enemy numbers, we're dead. It's risky.
Riskier than letting Red Lyrium into Minrathos?
If it's dangerous for the dreadnought close to shore, why not attack when the...
Any decent smuggling ship can outrun a dreadnought. We need to catch them close to shore.
Let's go hold up our end of...
My agent suggested 2 possible locations the Venatori may be camped to guard the shore. There, and there. We'll need to split up and hit both.
I'll come with you, boss. Krim can lead the charges. Let me fill him in. Once they're down, send up a signal. That'll let the Dreadnought know it's safe to come in.
Understood, Chief.
Just waiting on you and Hisrado. Iron Bull, I guess. I'll be waiting here.
I'm ready to head out, Bull.
Right. Chargers, hit 'em hard and hit 'em fast. When this is over, drinks are on me.
You got it, Chief. Charges, double time. Let's move!
You gave your charges the easier target.
You think?
Lower and farther from the smuggler's ship, it's much less likely to be heavily defended.
Suppose we'll do the heavy lifting then. Just like old times.
Be careful. My agent said to expect opposition ahead of the main camp.
We've all done this a few times, Gat.
You've been living outside the Kyun for years now, Iron Bull. Just wanted to make sure your reflexes hadn't gotten as soft as the rest of you.
Ouch.
I don't see any tattoos, but you're carrying a staff. Are you from a Chantry circle?
And I would prefer not to discuss it.
Have I done something to offend you?
You joined the Kyun?
After they rescued me from slavery.
And put you into something worse? A slave may always struggle for freedom, but you among the Kyun have been taught not to think.
Solace, not the time. We're clear, Gat.
Right. Signaling the Dreadnought.
Chargers already sent theirs up. See them down there?
I knew you gave them the easier job.
There's the Dreadnought. That brings back memories. Nice one. Crap.
They've still got time to fall back if you signal them now.
Yeah.
Your men need to hold that position, Bull.
They do that. They're dead.
And if they don't, the Venatori retake it and the Dreadnought is dead. You'd be throwing away an alliance between the Inquisition and the Qunari. You'd be declaring yourself Tal Vashoth. With all you've given the Inquisition, half the Ben Hassra think you've betrayed us already. I stood up for you, Hisrad. I told them you would never become Tal Vashoth.
They're my men.
I know, but you need to do what's right, Hisrad. For this alliance, and for the Kyun.
Call the retreat.
Don't!
They're falling back.
All these years, Hisrad, and you throw away all that you are. For what? For this? For them?
His name is Iron Bull.
I suppose it is.
No way they'll get out of range. Won't be long now.
Bull, when the Dreadnought sinks...
Sinks? Qunari dreadnoughts don't sink. Come on. Let's get back to my boys. Hey, boss.
Inquisitor, it is my duty to inform you that there will be no alliance between our peoples. Nor will you be receiving any more Ben Hassrath reports from your Tal-Vishoth ally.
You under orders to kill me, Gat?
No. The Ben Hassrath have already lost one good man. They'd rather not lose two.
So much for that.
The loss of the Ben Hassrath information will hurt. Can we smoke out some of your old contacts?
They'll pool their people soon enough, but we might be able to identify the agents who replaced them. You're late.
Sorry, Chief. Still sore from fighting off all those vents. Good to see you, Inquisitor.
How did the charges come out of the fight?
Just fine. Thanks to you and the Chief, we had plenty of time to fall back. Chief's even breaking open a cask of chastened sackmead for the charge.
Damn it, Krem. That's the kind of thing you don't have to mention to the Inquisitor.
Sorry, Chief.
Ah, forget it. You're doing fine.
From Haven's fire come we, the able true, to Skyhold now, a fort strong and free. We rally with our hero born anew. Inquisitor, there's none as brave as...
It wasn't blood in the bath, fingers on the scalp, intimate, and then the moment is gone.
I'd like to talk with...
They're heavy with forgotten songs. It's hard to stay near them. Cullen is softer, but demons... I want to explain, but I... Words just bounce off the edges.
I'll talk...
Hey you, I have an Inquisitor favor to ask. Just a little thing, really. A little march around for some of your people. It's nothing for you, right?
All right, let's hear what...
Jump right in, huh? I like that. It's a Red Jenny thing. I got a tip that some noble stiffs are arguing over... They're getting little people beat up. So I need you to go to your big table and send some people to walk...
Just walk through.
Just walk through. Easy, right?
Who's asking for this?
I'm asking, because I heard people complaining. See, when nobles fight, it's not there. It's like a polite war, so no one pays attention. Stuff like this is always happening. Good sovereigns to be made if you're one of the few who notice.
All right, Sarah. I'll have someone look into it.
It's fun, right? Being important without doing a thing. Not everything has to be torn skies and ancient arseholes. Every little thing makes...
How was a place like this ever lost?
Strange thing. When I reached down, my dagger was gone. Just gone. Know where I found it?
Gloat all you like. I have this one.
Are you sassing me, Commander? I didn't know you had it in you.
Why do I even... Inquisitor.
Leaving, are you? Does this mean I win?
Are you two playing nice?
I'm always nice. You need to come to terms with my inevitable victory. You'll feel much better.
Really? Because I just won, and I feel fine.
Don't get smug. There will be no living with you.
I should return to my duties as well. Unless you would care for a game.
Prepare the board, Commander.
As a child, I played this with my sister. She would get this stuck-up grin whenever she won, which was all the time. My brother and I practiced together for weeks. Oh, the look on her face the day I finally won. And between serving the Templars and the Inquisition, I haven't seen them in years. I wonder if she still plays.
All right, let's see what you've got.
This may be the longest we've gone without discussing the Inquisition, or related matters. To be honest, I appreciate the distraction.
We've been through enough to drop the formalities and simply talk.
I suppose we have. I believe this one is yours. Well played. First the Templars. Both devoted their lives to fighting evil. Now they serve it.
If I was possessed by a demon, would you?
I would rather not consider it.
Is there anything I should know?
Repairs to Skyhold's fortifications are progressing. We are fortunate Solus knew of this place. Should you
Of all the things in the world, I imagine it makes trusting others risky.
Without trust, how would we...
It's easy to speak well of trust when yours has never been misplaced.
How much do you know about Korea?
Not much. I always thought the stories of Magisters corrupting the Golden City were just that. I didn't expect them to be true, and I certainly didn't expect to find one of them still alive.
Let's discuss something else.
Inquisitor, I heard a tapping.
And you are?
Speaker Vius Anaxas. I have come from Navarra as a voice for the dead. What?
You'd better clarify.
Of course. I am of the Mortalitazi. And when the living are threatened, we give necromancy, Inquisitor. The dead will serve for you.
You're a mage who manipulates...
Blood magic consumes life. It tears at the living to manipulate. We honor life by venerating the dead. We give their mortal form purpose. More than opposing you normally allow. If that is your concern.
Hello? Yes, hello. I am your trainer.
Yes?
I am your trainer.
You said that.
Good, because it has been a long journey. I am your trainer.
You seem a little scattered.
It's nothing. I'm just a little fatigued. I was charged with studying the breach and the sun. I was enthralled. So were the 19 others, I presume. They're dead. Rift Mage Inquisitor. The forces are incredible. I know how not to die, and I can teach it. It's incredible.
You didn't mention your...
I am your trainer.
That isn't a name.
It is what I am. I understand, Inquisitor, that I have learnt it all very quickly, so you do not have to.
The rifts were triggered by the breach. There's already a school of magic.
A school? No. Yes. Sort of. It changed some rules, modified them, enough that others will try, their results will vary, but you... Because your trainer has already taken the risk. The price has been paid.
Very well.
It goes places you have been, and some. Follow the instruction, and you will know the way. After all.
I would have been merciful. Hello, Inquisitor. Honored to help with a difficult decision.
Inquisitor, Elan Vemal. Honored to... I intend to carry on the work of my esteemed colleague, Adan. He thought highly of you. He will be missed.
He didn't seem all that friendly.
A sign of his respect. Smiles are saved for fools, so all the mundane needs of Skyhold will be well tended. I'm here to serve...
Complete. Well, how about that?
Something wrong with your tea?
It is tea. I detest this stuff. But this morning, I need to shake the dreams from my mind. I may also need a favor.
You just have to ask.
One of my oldest friends has been captured by mages, forced into slavery. I heard the cry for help as I slept.
I'd be happy to help. What did these mages use to capture your friend? Blood magic?
A summoning circle, I would imagine.
I'm sorry?
My friend is a spirit of wisdom. Unlike the spirits clamoring to enter our world through the rifts, it was dwelling quite happily in the Fade. It was summoned against its will, and wants my help to gain its freedom and return to the Fade.
I thought spirits wanted to find their way into this world.
Some do, certainly. Just as many Orlesian peasants wish they could journey to exotic Rivain. But not everyone wants to go to Rivain. My friend is an explorer, seeking lost wisdom and reflecting it. It would happily discuss philosophy with you, but it had no wish to come here physically.
Do you have any idea what the mages want with your friend?
No. It knows a great deal of lore and history, but a mage could learn that simply by speaking to it in the Fade. It is possible that they seek information it does not wish to give, and intend to torture it.
All right. Let's go get your friend.
Thank you. I got a sense of my friend's location before I awoke.
I tracked that Venatori mage back to Adamant Fortress. They're looking at assault options now in the war room.
Thanks for coming.
You did well, Varric. The Inquisitor just...
The city has agreed to send us 6 guardsmen.
Not raw recruits. With luck, they'll know which end Agrippa's sword by.
Inquisitor, welcome to the Exalted Plains. Even now, the region is volatile. Now there's rebels called the Freemen of the Dales, recently emerged and adding to the chaos.
That will be all.
With the rifts and the undead, the Orlesians have lost. We have to stabilize the... Good luck, your worship.
Let's find out.
like you need help. Thank you for this, Inquisitor. We are not far from where my friend was summoned.
My friend.
The mages turned your friend into a demon.
Yes.
You said it was a spirit of wisdom, not a fighter.
A spirit becomes a demon when denied its original purpose.
So they summoned it for something so opposed to its own nature that it was corrupted. Fighting.
Let us ask them.
A mage! You're not with the bandits? Do you have any lyrium potions? Most of us are exhausted. We've been fighting that demon.
You summoned that demon! Except it was a spirit of wisdom at the time. You made it kill! You twisted it against its purpose!
I understand how it might be confusing to someone who has not studied demons, but after you help us, I can...
We are not here to help you.
We're here to help everyone, Solus. I doubt this man
Of course not! Do you think me mad?
I think you stupid. That's far worse. You summoned it to protect you from the bandits.
Yes.
You bound it to obedience, then commanded it to kill. That is when it turned. The summoning circle. We break it, we break the binding. No orders to kill, no conflict with its nature, no demon.
What? The binding is the only thing keeping the...
Inquisitor, please!
I've studied rituals like this. I should be able to disrupt...
Thank you. We must hurry!
Tel Abalos en Azel Atalim. Mamelava Halani. Malasuladinadas. Magilani Midinan.
Manuvinen. Dareth Shara.
I'm sorry, Solus.
Don't be. We gave it a moment's peace before the end. That's more than it might have had. All that remains now is them.
Thank you. We would not have risked the summoning, but the roads are too dangerous to travel unprotected.
You tortured and killed my friend.
We didn't know it was just a spirit. The book said it could help us.
Solus.
Never again. I need some time alone. I will meet you back at Skyhold.
Caer Oswin. Odd that the trail should lead us here. Ban Loren is a pious, unassuming man. What has he become involved in?
He's involved in crazy. Just like everyone else these days.
Truer words have never been spoken. Let's see what lies within. I should have known. The Order of Fiery Promise is a cult with strange beliefs about the Seekers. They've hounded us for centuries.
Is it possible to negotiate with them?
They're fanatics, drunk on whatever forbidden magic they can find to make themselves true Seekers. This explains why the Seekers might be here, but not the connection to Corypheus. As the Seekers of Truth have proven resistant to the effects of Red Lyrium, the Elder One has seen fit to place... We claim your destiny, and know that the Elder One signed by Magister Calpurnia. Does Corypheus not realize the promises want the world to end? What use are they to him?
Corypheus will probably betray them before they get...
But after he gets what he needs. But this doesn't explain how he captured the Seekers in the first place. We must keep looking.
Do you really want to keep looking? What we find might not be pleasant.
I do not shy away from unpleasant. Daniel! Daniel! Can you hear me?
Cassandra. It is you.
As are you. I'm so glad.
No, they put a demon inside.
What? You can't be possessed. That's impossible.
I'm not possessed. They fed me things. I can feel it growing.
What could they hope to gain from this?
Our powers. Revenge.
The Lord Seeker.
Of course we'll find him.
Lucius betrayed us, Cassandra. He sent us here, one by one. Lies! He was here with them all along. He's still working with them.
If we find the Lord Seeker, he's dead.
Wait! Don't leave me like this, please.
You should have come with me. You didn't believe.
You know me. I wanted that promotion.
Go to the Maker's side, Daniel. You will be welcome. He was my apprentice. I have never known a finer young man. Now we find Lord Seeker Lucius. Lord Seeker Lucius.
Cassandra, with a man I can only assume is the new Inquisitor.
Call off your men, for this only ends one way.
I presume you know we Seekers of Truth were once the original Inquisition. Oh yes. We fought to restore order in a time of madness long ago, as you do now. And we became proud. But what did we create? The Chantry, the Circles of Magi. A war that will see no end.
You lured your entire order to their deaths.
There was no
other choice?
We Seekers are abomination. We created a decaying world and fought to You don't believe me? The secrets of our order passed to me after the war with the mages had already begun, but it was not too late for me to do the right thing.
He's completely mad, isn't he?
Lord Seeker.
I know. What Corypheus did with the Templars does not matter. I have seen the future. I have created a new order to replace the old. The world will end so we can start anew. A pure beginning. Join us, Cassandra.
He was insane. He had to be. Perhaps the Envy Demon's influence? Remove the Lord Seeker so it could take over the Templars.
If so, the plan worked perfectly.
He could not have destroyed all of us. I won't accept it. Let us return to Skyhold. I wish to see what's in this Book of Secrets.
Inquisitor.
How are you, Solus?
It hurts. It always does. But I will survive.
Thank you for coming back.
You were a true friend. You did everything you could to help. I could hardly abandon you now.
Where did you go?
I found a quiet spot and went to sleep. I visited the place in the Fade where my friend used to be. It's empty. But there are stirrings of energy in the void. Someday something new may grow there.
What happens when a spirit dies?
It isn't the same for mortals. The energy of spirits returns to the Fade. If the idea giving the spirit form is strong, or if the memory has shaped other spirits, it may someday rise again.
You're saying your friend might come back?
No, not really. A spirit's natural state is peaceful semi-existence. It is rare to be able to reflect reality. Something similar may reform one day, but it might have a different personality. It would likely not remember me. It would not be the friend I knew.
I'll let you get back to work.
All right. Thank you again.
Thank you. The spiderwebs help stop the bleeding, and they prevent wounds from getting infected.
You wanted to see me?
Bull! I got it!
Iposte sala talfasoth.
Yeah, my soul's dust. Yours is scattered all over the ground, though, so... Sorry, boss. I thought I might need backup. Guess I'm not even worth sending professionals for.
You knew the assassins were coming.
Little change in the guard rotation tipped me off.
Why didn't you tell me ahead of time?
You go through years of Ben Hasrath training to hide facial expressions when I wasn't looking? See? Like that. If I'd warned you with the guards, the assassins would have been tipped off.
You all right?
Fine. Hurt myself worse than this fooling around in bed.
What if they used poison?
Oh, they definitely used poison. Sarcomec. Liquid form. If I hadn't been dosing myself with the antidote, I'd be going crazy and puking my guts up right now. As it is, it stings like shit. But that's about it.
I hoped the Ben Hasrath would let you go.
They did. Sending 2 guys with blades against me? That's not a hit. That's a formality. Just making it clear that I'm Talva Shoth. Talva fucking Shoth.
Are you going to be all right?
It's a knife wound, boss. I think I'm fine. Anyway, I'll get this cleaned up and let Red know what... Boss, whatever I miss, whatever I regret, this, whenever you need an ass kicked, the Iron Bull is with you.
Was there something you needed?
Is there anything I should know?
I'd gotten used to mages. Vivienne's views on Templars are surprisingly traditional.
Inquisitor, Do you have a moment? What were you like before the anchor? Has it affected you? Changed you in any way? Your mind? Your morals? Your spirit?
I don't believe so.
Ah.
Why do you ask?
You show a wisdom I have not seen since my deepest journeys into the ancient memories of the Fade. You are not what I expected.
Sorry to disappoint.
It's not disappointing, it's... Most people are predictable, but you have shown a subtlety in your actions. A wisdom that goes against everything I know of your people.
I'm just one part of this team, Solas. What about Cassandra or Leliana?
Cassandra separates matters of faith from those of the world, and she above all should understand how limited that is. Leliana has a brilliant mind, but her faith was damaged. To her, it is all a game of tactics now, but not you.
So what does this mean, Solas?
It means that I respect you deeply, Inquisitor. And I have disturbed you enough for one evening.
Yes?
Is there anything I can do to help your...
After the Circles fell, their libraries were 1,000 years of recorded knowledge. I've received news that some tomes have been located. If you are interested...
I'll look into it.
If you can take care of this matter.
That just...
I meant, you must have been part of the Circle. Meaning, you were locked away like a criminal, at least until you rebelled. It's such a bizarre notion.
It's bizarre to me as well.
It's more surprising that everyone would take the idea of a Mage Inquisitor so...
calmly. Maybe it's not calm.
Maybe the Antivan crows are... Good luck with that, by the way. Grand fun being the one in charge.
Your trip to the merchant's home yielded Before she became leader of the Venatori, Calpurnia... Even slaves with magic are treated unkindly in Tevinter. If Corypheus freed her, no wonder she follows him.
Her old life must have been harsh, if Corypheus seemed...
Perhaps. Calpurnia has freed every... Vicinius tracked his shipments. My agents will investigate. In the meantime, speak to Dagna. The crystal you found on
This is an amazing find, Inquisitor. The Shaperid in Orzammar had something like it.
Greetings to you too, Dagna.
They preserve voices, or a likeness, memories, you know?
These documents you found, Inquisitor. I've made interesting... discoveries.
Have no fear of demons.
But the power will draw them unless you have wards against possession.
Once you have become the vessel, demons will be beneath your concern. Prepare as I have directed.
I shall, Elder One.
Sod it. Oh, sorry. The crystal couldn't take anymore. Wasn't meant for this.
The crystal showed us Calpurnia hasn't bought into Corypheus's myth just yet.
Well, I'm no shaper, but I might be able to get it to remember new sounds.
Really? If we hid it among Calpurnia's belongings, imagine what we could...
I can split it and keep half here. We could hear her speaking right then. It's not how they're supposed to work, and it'll probably break. As I said, I'm no shaper.
Inquisitor, Calpurnia's Venatori have been digging up elven ruins. If this crystal were placed in a lair, I cannot overstate the value of what we might learn.
Why not attack Calpurnia head on?
You attract attention, Inquisitor. Her spies would see you. A single agent may slip in and out without notice. This crystal may yield great rewards.
Right, simple. Dagna, any chance it'll work?
Oh, there's always a chance. I mean, yes.
If there's a rift growing between Corypheus and Calpurnia...
I'll have the crystal ready soon. I think.
I'm so sorry, Inquisitor. I never thought my family's trading status would trap us in an assassin's plot.
Between our soldiers and spies, Skyhold's safer than anywhere else in...
Yet the problem persists. I've tracked down the last two parakeets. If they become we'll require a noble from Val Royeaux to sponsor them, a judge to provide
It's so like you to take the longest course of action, even when your life is at stake.
I assume you already know
There is a faster way, Josephine. The original contract on... If my agents infiltrate it and destroy...
Leliana, please. I want no more blood.
Don't be so stubborn, Josie. How long will it take you to gather these favors in Val Royeaux?
We can solve this without more deaths on either side.
My people are ready, should you change... I'll post a watch on our ambassador, in case the...
I appreciate it, but I still believe First, we need to perform some favors in Val Royeaux. If you require any help finding this woman who leads the Venatori, I do keep contacts in Tevinter.
Thank you, but I must involve as few people as possible. Calpurnia has a gift for ferreting out spies close to her door.
To work?
Let's see what we have.
Inquisitor?
I have something for you, Commander. The soldiers the Herald rescued from the Fallermire arrived an hour ago.
Thank the Maker. We need good news.
Any news on the House, Inquisitor?
You said I'd have to do some favors in Val Royeaux if we want...
The Countess Dion is our first step. Her lover, a mage, bring her news of him and she'll be very amenable.
Need something?
I want to know more about...
I'll tell you what I can.
What could the Templars want with it?
In Kirkwall, just having the Lyrium idol made not... before it turned her into a maybe they thought the power was worth it, or maybe they didn't know the consequence.
I think that...
Honored, Inquisitor. Gotzi Sturhald. Did my part on the wall. Don't know its worth to the fight, exactly, but it's good workmanship. To Vinter, early. It's in the tool marks, the grain. Oh, I suppose the scene is
The 100...
Damnedest things. Massive spires that aren't stone. It's like a mortar.
Another time.
Best...
Lots of standards. That'll guide the dragon right in.
Oh! Morris. Sir Morris, stores are growing, and so long as we have fair coin to restock, you and yours will be well served. As we are...
This tome has passed from Lord Seeker to Lord Seeker, since the time of the Old Inquisition. And now it falls to me.
You all right? You look drained.
On the contrary, it's a delight. I'm riveted.
Oh, you're joking.
I assume you know about the Rite of Tranquility. The last resort used on mages in the Circle. It should only be used on those who cannot control their abilities, but that has not always been the case.
It's a small price to pay for the greater good.
That's what What finally began the Mage Rebellion was the discovery the Lord Seeker at the time covered it up, harshly. It was dangerous knowledge, the shock of its discovery. But it appears we've always known how to reverse the rite, from the beginning.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me at all.
We created the Rite of Tranquility. I told you of my vigil. The months I spent, I was made tranquil and didn't even know. Then the vigil summoned the spirit. That broke tranquility. And the Seekers did not share that secret. Not with me, not with the Chantry. Not... I thought to rebuild the Seekers once victory was ours. Now I'm not certain it deserves to be rebuilt.
Rebuild the Seekers. Make them better than they were.
Thank you. I could not have done...
How do you know they won't attack?